organization, really an incredible organization, has proven that if you have one friend at work, you have a 30% lower turnover rate. If you have one friend at work. So you think about your call centers, you think about retention rates of call centers, although retention rates these days may not be as challenging as they used to be. But retention rates of call centers, which has always been a challenge, to make sure that you've got individuals who understand your products. If you have one friend at work, then ask yourself a simple question. What do we do in our organizations to create friendly relationships at work? Nada. Nothing. You realize that if you have one friend at work, you have 50% higher levels of employee engagement, which measures to about a 20% increase in productivity. Kind of shocking. Just for yourselves, ask the question, have you ever had a boss that really cared about your success? Raise your hands. Have you ever had a boss that really cared about your success? Wow, that's great. I'm not going to ask you if that's your current boss. Right? You might be in the room. If you've ever had a boss that really cared about your success, you remember what that felt like. You bound out of bed a little bit more in the morning. You were a little bit more excited about the work you did. You probably connected to the people in that group more effectively as well. You had a better career. You were probably more at the top of your game than you ever have been. What are we doing to make sure that our folks know that we care about their success? And how often do we slip and actually not really do that? All right. So from a leadership perspective, from a customer outreach perspective, from a personal career perspective, relationships are critical to your success. How many people in here want to raise? Guess what? There are people responsible for making that happen, right? Promotions in the same way. People are responsible for that. What is your relationship with the people who are responsible for making you get that promotion and get that raise? It's an interesting question. And if your relationship isn't that solid, if they don't know you that well, then where's the action item that you need to start to put into place? And we're going to talk about that. All right. So relationships are the core to your success. If you understand what I'm saying, just tell me, I get it. Good. So we're not going to spend too much time, but I am going to drill it in a little bit more in terms of what does it mean to have a business relationship. What are the words you'd use to describe a really good, solid business relationship?
Trust.
Trust always comes up. That's great. Respect, I heard. What else? Human. That's interesting. Keep going. Feedback. So, two-way, back and forth. What else?
Fun.
Okay, that's interesting. Fun. Candor. Collaborative, I heard. Park those words over here. Now, assume those words are true, and we're going to add words to it. What words would you add for the most personal relationships of your life? Your best friends, significant others, etc. Those words are true. What do you add? Laughter. Love. Listening.
Intimacy.
Intimate. Great.
Trust.
Reliable. Trust. How many people in here are married? That explains it. Always curious why the word passion doesn't show up earlier. Passion, fun, excitement, intimacy, love are words that we would use when we use the word personal relationships. But we don't use them when we use the word business relationships. So the first mindset shift that each of you have to recognize is a very simple one. A business relationship is a personal relationship in a business environment. There ain't no such thing as a business relationship. It doesn't exist. We're just people in this context, okay? You have a mindset that says, I'm going to go out and proactively build a business relationship, all right? Most of these words you used were transactional, undifferentiated, unemotional. These do not yield loyalty. These do not yield care and intimacy like you said you had with your best boss, right? Why wouldn't you proactively try to build the kind of relationship with your current boss that you used to have with your best boss? What you do is you wait to see whether serendipitously a personal relationship will occur. You go out and you build these purposefully, and then you accidentally trip into every once in a while a personal relationship.